Hello everyone, my name is Alonzo over from Cool Cat Spy Gadgets, and in this video I will help you connect your phone to any cameras that work under LOOKCAM. So any cameras that work under LOOKCAM, I will show you today how to connect them to your phone and how to set them up to your Wi-Fi and any other Wi-Fi app functions that you have. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we download LOOKCAM on our phone. In this case, we're using the Android phone in order to download LOOKCAM. Once we have that downloaded, we're going to turn on our device. In this case, we're using a portable charger to turn on to use and test our video for today. This one is a pretty good one. It has night vision, 4K camera, a very good camera. And now what we're going to do now is we're going to go to our settings and we're going to go to Wi-Fi settings on our phone. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to look for the camera hotspot that this is emitting. For LOOKCAM cameras, those will usually operate with a camera hotspot that's named either starts with the letter F or the letter G. In this case, this camera is emitting this frequency right here, F217. We're going to connect to that right now. And right now it's telling us that we have been connected, but there's no internet. No worries, that just means that right now we're connected to this camera right now, and this camera is not emitting any actual internet. So as long as we're connected to this, we cannot use the internet. We can't go on YouTube or Google or anything like that. But that's just helping us just to pair up the camera to the phone. Now that we've done that, we're gonna go to LOOKCAM and we're gonna start up the app. And then usually when you start up LOOKCAM at first, it'll indicate to you right here that it has now found a new device, and it asks you if you want to connect it to your Wi-Fi network. If you set it up over at the shop, we'll usually cancel this, but I'll show you right now in a bit what you need to do in order to connect it to Wi-Fi. So we're just going to click cancel right now. Our device that we need right now is this one right here. We're just going to click on it. It's going to ask us if we want to change the password. We do not have to necessarily change the password, but if you do not want other people to get access to your Wi-Fi camera, then we would strongly recommend you to modify the password. For right now, we're just going to click cancel. And now we have our camera. And so then this is us right now. This is me right here. It looks like now we get access to the camera. So right now what's going on is that we have a direct connection between the camera and the phone. So as long as the phone is near the camera, we'll be able to see what's going on. But say you want to go out of town, or you're going to be out of the country for a few days or for a few months, whatever, and you want to see the camera feed, what you're going to do is we're going to need to connect the camera to the Wi-Fi. And so in order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the main menu. The main menu will be the one that starts with My Devices at the very top. What we're going to do now is we're going to click on this button right here. We're going to click right to the settings icon that's right on the left, or I'm sorry, on the right of for your device. Notice right now this is our device online. We're going to click on the settings icon right here, and we're going to click on the bottom where it says Wi-Fi settings. And so right now at this point, you're going to click on your Wi-Fi that's your house or your apartment or hotel, and then you'll click on it and you'll enter your password. Please note that these cameras will only work on 2.4 gigahertz. It will not connect to 5G. So make sure if you're trying to connect to this camera to any type of Wi-Fi, make sure that the Wi-Fi is a 2.4G. So what we're going to do, this is our camera right here. And this is our Wi-Fi. We're going to put in the password. Right now we already have the password input. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put in the password and we're going to click OK. Right now it takes a couple of seconds depending on the camera that you have. It will usually take a couple seconds depending on how strong the Wi-Fi is. But right now it's indicating us that it becomes offline. It takes a couple of seconds for the camera to start connecting to the Wi-Fi. And it also depends if you, by any chance, you are putting in the Wi-Fi password and then by any point you mess up the Wi-Fi, say the Wi-Fi password, what you would do is you would need to reset the camera again. And if you reset the camera, then you would just restart the whole process. Right now, it usually takes a couple of seconds for it to work. Right now, if we were to check the Wi-Fi settings, we will see that the camera is no longer in the Wi-Fi. we were connected to the one that started with the letter F, and right now we're connected back to the shop's Wi-Fi. So if we turn back to the app, and now there it is. This device is online. If we check our Wi-Fi, yep, we're connected to the shop's Wi-Fi. We're no longer connected to the camera. And if we go back to the app, there it is. And then it asks you if you want to change the password. We'll just click cancel, and there we are. So then now you would be able to be anywhere around the world. As long as this is connected to a Wi-Fi, you'd be able to view it from your phone anywhere in real time. All right, so now we're going to be checking out the functions that you can use through the app of LOOKCAM. Now we're going to be using it and we're going to be viewing it from an Apple device. It would still be the same process as you would with another device. Whether if it was an Android, you would still use the same process as you would with iPhone. And so now we're just going to check out all the functions that we have with the app. So the very top one is our camera, the one that we've been testing out, the portable charger. So we're just going to click on it. We're going to cancel for modifying password. And here we are. Which usually takes a second for it to load up. But now here's our camera feed. And so on the top, we have several functions that we have. We can click on one right here, which will adjust the brightness for your screen. This is in case if you're in a dark setting and you want to adjust the settings so that it could look better. And so down over here, we can also adjust the contrast, whatever makes it look better for your camera. As well over here, we also have a night vision. If your camera has a night vision, then you would be able to use that. In this case, we do. Our portable charger does have night vision. And then over here, you can adjust the lighting as well. You can add more lighting. And then over here, we also have the functions of quality. We can go up from 1080p all the way to 4K. Please note that the better quality that it moves up to, the more battery and the more storage it will take. Down here, we have several options as well. We have the option to have sound. So if we were to click on over here, you'll be able to record anything of sound that's going on at that point. And then over here, you would also be able to use the microphone. If your camera has a built-in speaker where you can talk back, you'll be able to use this function. And then down over here, we also have the functions of taking a photo. So you would just take a photo like that, and you would be able to take a snapshot. It will indicate to you on the screen that the save succeeded. And then you would also be able to record over here. You would know that it would be recording once that video camera icon starts turning red. So right now it would be recording. You would just set it up to wherever you need it to, and then it would start recording. But say once you're done with it, you would just click on the icon again. It'll tell you that it has save succeeded, and you will be done. The last two icons that we have over here is just to adjust the image. If you say you set up the camera in a weird angle and it doesn't look right, you can always adjust the settings so that it looks best for your viewing. That's all the functions that we have here on the camera feed. If we go back over here and we go back to the settings icon, we have several options here. For Apple users that are trying to connect to Wi-Fi, you would go to device settings and then you would go to Wi-Fi settings. In here, as you can tell, we are connected to the Asus 18-2G. That is the shop's Wi-Fi. But say in any other case that you want to connect the camera to another Wi-Fi, you would just click on the Wi-Fi that you would like, and then you would restart the whole process again. Over here, if we go back, we have several stuff here. We have the alarm configuration. You can adjust the alarm settings that you have for motion detection. You can adjust the sensitivity if you want notifications for it and any tones. Always make sure to click OK to make sure that everything gets saved. You can modify the device password if you set up a password for it. You can adjust the SD card settings if you put an SD card setting into your camera. You can adjust the infrared LED lights in your camera as well. You can reboot the device if you're having any issues with the camera. You can also reset it to factory settings, and you can delete the device. All right, so back to the My Device options here. If we go to the very bottom, we can look that we're currently on the video section. But if we click on the photo section right here, we would be able to see all of our videos and photos that we have taken with the camera. So if we were to click on this one first right here, this is the video that we just took right now. And then you would be able to see whatever's going on here. If you ever see anything that you need, then you would also get an option to save it as well. In order to save it, you would just hold on to it here, and then you would be able to you would get several options if you want to save it to your album, if you want to share it, or if you want to delete it. Over here is the photo that we took right now as well, and you would have all your recordings that you have taken as well. Over here, you have the cloud option and the SD option. You can purchase to get a cloud service to have all your recordings saved onto there, but that would, of course, you do need to purchase it. Then over here, you also get an option for SD files. If your camera allows an SD card slot, then you can put an SD card in there. It will take up to, most cameras will take up to 128 gigabytes. It would all just depend on the camera that you have, but then you would be able to check out all the files that you have on your SD card. Over here, if you have any messages on your camera, you'll be able to do that. And then the last button is just for feedback and the version that you're using for the app. Other than that, if you're using a different phone and you want to connect it to your Wi-Fi, you would just select any of these options. If you're trying to connect a new phone so that you can view your camera, you would be able to do that here as well. And that is all, and that's how you set up your camera to your phone with cameras that use the LOOKCAM app. If you have any other questions or concerns about the camera, you can always give us a call over at Cool Cat Spy Gadgets, or you can always come by our stores, or you can visit our website.